This is our visit to the Clay County Fair, and this is everything that we did. So we have to start off strong by going on one of our favorite rides to Techno Power. Look how the restraints magically close on us. This is a relatively rare fair ride to go on, and honestly, it's super fun. You rotate around the center at high speeds, and you get spun around too. Honestly, a great combination for a ride. I love it. Yeah, we both really enjoyed this ride. Definitely a must. It was so good that we had to get back in line and do it again. Look at that smiling face she has. We're ready to have fun on this again, and let me tell you, it was worth it, and the line was super short. Now, if your fair has one of these rides, it is definitely a good fair. This is a super great ride with all the craziness at a fair you can expect right here. My girlfriend and I were born for high-speed moments like this. Being a good gentleman by helping my girlfriend off the ride, always a pleasure. We had so much fun a second time that we had to do it a third time. We just both love this ride so much and all of the extreme elements it has, and we enjoyed every second of it. 10 out of 10 for the Techno Power ride. Superb ride. Look at this really great ride, the Zipper, a crazy experience, but unfortunately the lines were a little too long, so we had to skip it. We did a little walking, seeing all the sights and sounds of the fair. It's honestly a great time over here, and the atmosphere is amazing. I love seeing all these fair rides. Now it's time for the tallest ride at the fair, the Spaceport ride, where you get swung around this giant pole. Would you be able to handle a crazy ride like this? We had a great time vibing in the line. Unfortunately, we did have to sit separated because they weren't at full capacity. I'm just happy that my Pookie Bear gets her own personal ride experience. This is the best way to get a great view of the fair. This is my favorite version of this booster type ride because honestly, the way it spins you around, you just get absolutely thrown out of your seat. This one was crazier than the last ride, and you really get a thrilling experience off this one. You really feel the force on this one, and this type of extreme adventure is exactly what I live for. Alright, so it's time to reunite with my Pookie and help her get off the ride. Always help your girlfriend off the ride. Now that's being a gentleman. Now it's time for another crazy ride, a 360 pendulum ride. It's relatively rare these things do a full 360 and let you hang on like, and honestly, I've been waiting for a fair to have a ride just like this. They really brought a great selection of rides this year. It's crowded today, so a little bit of a wait in the line, but it's still a great time. This was our longest line of the day. We waited here for about 40 minutes, but honestly, with this crazy ride, it was worth it. Again, this ride does a full 360, and that experience is just unreal. We finally got on our ride, and we were just excited for this. This is my girlfriend's favorite type of ride. The forces on this one was even crazier, and being upside down, you really feel the gravity on you. Honestly, out of all pendulums, this is probably one of the best ones I've ever been on, especially for all that hang time we're getting. This ride absolutely threw us around the sky, and I loved every second of it. Would you ever try crazy ride like this? Look how high the ride sits above the ground. She needed help for sure. I just love looking at all these crazy rides. Such a great scenery. Which one is your favorite? Alright, so once again it was time for the crazy spaceport ride because we felt like we needed to go upside down 100 feet up in the air. This particular ride is an add-on, but it is worth it from the craziness of it. Alright, we finally got to sit next to each other for this ride. Honestly, it was worth the wait. I just absolutely love the great views we get off the spaceport ride. As we're going up, we see the previous ride going absolutely crazy over there. Wow, what a sight. I honestly can't believe we were upside down so many times for that ride, and each time